Shingeki no Kyojin episode 18 review. Another amazing episode. Shingeki no Kyojin is by far the best fucking series. Week after week after week after week. It's just so consistently fucking amazing. It just doesn't leave that tier. And this episode was more the same. Have the female Titan running wild. You know, we entered the forest of giant trees, which is fucking tight setting. Really like it, and they're right. Great place for the 3D maneuver gear. Now, this episode, I really liked it. Couple things I want to mention. Not really gonna recap, just mention some things I liked. But first of all, there was some nice, lighthearted, comedic, just like a flash of it for a second when Krista shows up with the second horse and, you know, gets Armin, John, and Reiner out of their little bind. They're all like, oh, I love this girl, she's a goddess, and Reiner's like, I want to marry her. That was hilarious. I was really feeling that. That was really funny. Nice, you know, lighten the mood with all this craziness going on around. Now, everybody and their fucking mother is wondering, you know, what in the world Commander Eren is thinking. Nobody can put their finger on it. Nobody knows. But, you know, Armin is probably always the closest to deciphering what's going on because he's just fucking brilliant. And, you know, Eren's fucking brilliant. So, I see, like, Armin as, like, a mini Eren. And, you know, everybody's just like, what's going on? The formation is like crumbling to pieces as the female Titan is just, you know, running rampant and whatnot. And they end up, you know, entering the forest of giant trees by mistake and changing the whole scope of the mission. And I'm loving it right now. The disarray, the chaos, the fast-paced aspect of it with the confusion, and, you know, you see the character's mentality and the development that's taking place. It's fucking incredible. It's fucking incredible. John, once again, you know, stepping up, always, you know, thinking as a leader mentality, trying to think of what to do. That's, you know, he always, what I like about him is that he's realistic and he's human in that he thinks about how to, like, get himself out of situations, but he never takes the route that will, like, you know, sacrifice the rest of the group. He's always trying to look for the best option for everybody else. So, like that about him. You know, we see a little bit of Mikasa in this episode, but, you know, the whole trainee group, for the most part, is there in the forest of giant trees, and some other squadrons are there in the forest of giant trees, and they're, like, keeping Titans at bay on the outskirts by basically just standing there and being kind of bait. Now, the Special Forces Squadron with Levi, Eren, and the rest of them are in the depths of the forest when the fucking female Titan runs upon them. And this whole episode, every time the female Titan was shown, she was just destroying people left and right, hopping over motherfuckers, trying to slice at her tendon, like grabbing them up, swinging them around like toys, like a fucking yo-yo or some shit, dude. Like, female Titan is craziest Titan I've ever seen in my life, and so much control, because I know for a fact this is a human that is a Titan. I haven't actually gotten to read the manga chapters past volume 5 yet, but I'm going to do that this week potentially, so I will know exactly who it is. But I still believe that it's probably Annie, and you know it can't be Mikasa like I had suspected previously, because you see her in this episode while the Titan is running rampant. So Annie is the only one missing that knows all these people, that is a girl, and you look at the appearance and the blonde hair and everything, it looks like Annie, and I can see her doing this kind of crazy shit. I just don't know why, but I cannot wait to find out. That's why I have to start reading the manga. But, you know, Levi, badass as fuck, as always, and the whole squadron is, like, turning to him, like, Levi, what's going on? What the fuck is going on? Commander, give us your orders, give us your orders. And Levi's just like, cover your ears. Pop. And that's how the episode ends, dude. I don't even know what's going on. I have no fucking clue, but I cannot wait for the next episode. And just the way that they shape this, the action, mixed with, you know, the development, the plot development, progression, and character development as well. Animation flawless and fluid. The music choices, as always, the OST for this, the soundtrack is amazing. And I think I even heard like a song I've never heard, and I have this whole soundtrack, and I've listened to every single song. And I think I've heard something that I've never heard before, so maybe there's like a part 2 that's in the works. Anyway, love this episode. 9 out of 10. Beautiful. Shingeki no Kyojin for the win. Check it out. Like, subscribe, comment. Comment is the most important thing, because I always want to know everybody else's opinions. But yeah, that's it, guys. Peace.